Week 3, legit or quit. You guys know how it goes by now. Are these storylines legit, or do we need to slow down? Do we need to pump the brakes and say, okay, let's waste some time, or we're overreacting? Number one, the Miami Dolphins are better than the Buffalo Bills. I want to say legit. But let's quit. Let's stop. Let's slow down a little bit. Buffalo Bills dominated the game in every aspect yesterday at the time of recording this, except the scoreboard. Everything. Yards. Over twice as many yards as the Dolphins. Over twice as many first downs as the Dolphins. Time of possession. It's a joke. Not even close. Dolphins won. Dolphins are 3-0. First place in the division. Standalone. Last undefeated team in the AFC. But the Bills are going to be the Dolphins 6 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10. Dolphins finally beat them for the first time, and it was a little fluky. The Dolphins only put together 2 real drives, and I'm sitting here, Dolphins fan, like, I'm not a hater by any means. I'm at the game. You guys can hear my voice. I lost my voice for most of yesterday, kind of getting it back, kind of making it worse by doing this show, but screw it, content. The Dolphins, I'm very happy that they're 3-0, but I still think, if we're being honest with ourselves, the Bills are still the best team in the league. The Bills are still the favorite to win the Super Bowl right now. You betting money? Are you betting the Dolphins will win the Super Bowl, or are you betting the Bills will win the Super Bowl? I'm sorry, I'm betting the Bills to win the Super Bowl. Best quarterback in the league, Josh Allen. First in passing yards, Stephon Diggs. First in receiving yards. Can't really run the ball. Neither can the Dolphins, though. So the Bills are better than the Dolphins. Quit on the Dolphins are now better than the Bills. The Jacksonville Jaguars have arrived, and my golly, yes, they have. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-1. And who saw that coming? Now, I predicted the Colts to win the AFC South on a technicality that somebody had to. Somebody has to win that division. It's not a good division. It is most certainly the worst team, is the worst division in all of football. Not even close. Worst division in all of football. But they're looking incredible. Trevor Lawrence yesterday. Something I talk about Tua. He's efficient. And then he provides a little and then some, and against a very good team in the Los Angeles Chargers. Winning yesterday 38-10. Trevor Lawrence 28 of 39, 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. On the season, 772 yards, 6 touchdowns, only has 1 interception. You're getting efficiency out of him, and then you're getting a little bit and then some. If he's on any other team with how the Jaguars are playing right now, he's the talk of the league. Trevor Lawrence, we've all kind of forgotten how good this guy was at Clemson. He was the single best prospect in the history of college football, other than if your name's not named Andrew Luck, if you're not named John Elway. And even them, they don't have the athletic ability that he does. Nobody else is rushing for over 100 yards as a quarterback in a college football playoff game. The Jaguars are here. They are a few plays away from being 3-0 if they hadn't lost the commies in week 1. The Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Chargers yesterday, convincing fashion. Meaning, I know the Chargers, they're without their best wide receiver. Their offensive line is beat up. Herbert's got like 3 healthy ribs. I understand that. But what the Chargers did to them yesterday was disrespectful. They didn't care that they have Herbert. They didn't care that they're at home. The Jaguars don't care that they've been the laughing stock of the league for the last few years, have had the worst record over the last 3 years, have had the first overall pick back-to-back seasons, first road win in 3 years. The Jaguars don't care. The Jaguars are here. That is legit. The Raiders are in panic mode. That is legit. The Raiders are full on in panic mode right now. 0-3, losing games how they have, losing to the Titans, who, I mean, I was questioning whether I got the video wrong last week where I said the Raiders are the worst 0-2 team, the most concerning 0-2 team league. I was like, ooh, after that game against the Bills, like maybe it should be the Titans. And then guess what? Oh, I don't know. The Titans beat them. Derek Carr, not really necessarily the issue. I think the issue is, they can't run the ball. Josh Jacobs has declined every single year, and that has continued. They cannot run the ball. They cut their second best running back, Kenyon Drake. Zamir White, nothing. The offensive line, one of the worst offensive lines in the league, not giving Derek Carr any time. Davante Adams, hard time getting a Davante Adams involved. Matt Collins, their leading receiver yesterday. And again, they're in the AFC West. It is time to panic if you're a Raiders fan. Scooby-Doo Sports Snacks, if you guys follow him on Instagram, Raiders fan, he is not having a good time. And it is very legit that the Raiders are most certainly in panic mode. Something I just talked about in the last segment. The Broncos are going to flop. I'm sorry. Let's quit. Slow down. I'm not willing to give up my stock on the Broncos yet. 3 games. They're 2-1. Has it looked good? No. It's looked quite the opposite of a good matter of fact. It's looked horrible. 11-10 yesterday. The second time that scoreline has ever occurred in NFL history. Russell Wilson, 180 yards, didn't get in the end zone. Only one drive that had any sort of 9 3-and-outs. It's not pretty. Clock mismanagement. Bad play calling. It's not pretty. They're 2-1 in 3 games, and they have a 4th place schedule. Every game really outside of their AFC West games are winnable. And you look within the AFC West, the Raiders stink. Rewind 45 seconds ago. The Chargers, rewind a minute 45 seconds ago, lost to the Jaguars, 1-2. The offense is stiff, lethargic, with their best receiver missing. I understand. The Chargers have issues. The Raiders are the last 0-3 or the last winless team in the league. Texans are winless, but tie, whatever. They're the only 0-3 team in the league, the Raiders. Broncos have a very easy middle stretch of their schedule. I think they're going to be in playoff contention. I think they're going to, in spite of Nathaniel Hackett, find a way to make some of these issues work and pave them out. So I don't want to give up on the Broncos. I don't think they're going to be a flop this season. I think they can still make the playoffs. I'm willing to get burnt on this pedestal. Sue me. The Bills are no longer the best team in the league. We're quitting on that too. The Bills are the best team in the league. If you're betting money, like I said just earlier, talking about the Dolphins being better than the Bills now, I'm betting my money on the Bills to be the Super Bowl winners. Do not forget what happened last week. Do not forget what they did to Tannehill in the Tennessee Titans. Do not forget that. Do not forget what they did to the Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl winners, first game of the season in Los Angeles. Do not forget those 2 games. Yesterday, they dominated the game, yards, time of possession. They dominated it every other way other than the scoreboard. Dolphins defense tipped the cap. Dolphins defense held them when they got into the red zone, 2 of 4 in the red zone, including a massive 4th and goal stand from the 2-yard line. That entire goal to go, they were within the 5-yard line. Dolphins defense stands up, holds their ground, doesn't allow them to get in the end zone. But they are a few plays away from being 3-0, and nobody at all is really arguing about it. I love where they're going as a team, as a Dolphins fan, relatively love where they're going. And I think they're still the best team in the league. Jalen Hurts for MVP, legit. 3-0. One of the best offenses in the league. Jalen Hurts, 3rd in passing, 7 total touchdowns. Getting it to... Sorry, I had completely forgot for what I was talking about for a second. Getting the Browns to A.J. Brown, averaging over 100 yards a game. Devonta Smith, bust out yesterday. Great game. 3-0 team, and they have no sign of slowing down. Both sides of the ball are dominating, and the quarterback is the one that's going to get the credit, of course. The Eagles are fantastic. The Eagles, I think, are going to be... The Eagles right now should be the favorite in the NFC, and their quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is a lot of what got there. Jalen Hurts, we know, is a rushing guy. We know how he is. We know that he's not necessarily the best in terms of his throwing game, or do we not know that anymore? Because he's doing all he can. My criticism of Jalen Hurts last year was he's not that good in the pocket. Oh, now he's pretty good in the pocket. He's gotten better with anticipation. He's gotten better getting the ball to his playmakers. And they got a very easy schedule going forward. They're probably gonna be the number 1 seed in the NFC. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna be the MVP. And finally, Brandon Staley is digging his own grave. And ladies and gentlemen, that is still legit. It's still as legit as it was last week when I'm talking about how the Chargers are in a very rough state. The Chargers, you can tell me all day long, Keenan Allen's out. Yeah, I get it. Herbert's hurt. I get it. Yesterday, Bosa's out. Okay. I test there is definitely something wrong. So record-wise, 1-2 in their first 3 games. That obviously isn't ideal, but I test the Chargers have a long way to go. You have a top 3 quarterback in the league, in my opinion. I probably put him third. You have the third best quarterback in the league. Why is the offense so bad? You have Austin Eckler, who's a very good running back. 8 yards yesterday. Herbert, you pick and choose when you use Herbert's strong suits. I don't understand. They're 1-2. The defense is abysmal. I don't know. I don't know where the Chargers go to improve. I'm sorry, Mainen. I don't like where the Chargers are going. They are on the way to missing the playoffs again. So that is legit or quick, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know down in the comments below, watching on the YouTube channel, what you think. What do you think of everything going on week 3? Week 3 was a very crazy week. So please, everybody watching on my YouTube channel, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you for that.